Hello, YouTube. We're back with another LCS VoD review. It's 3 out of 4 in week 1. We're doing these back to back to back and to back for the 4th. But this one is 100 Thieves versus NRG. So let's take a look at how 100 Thieves got their series started off, or their season started off with a 2-0 over NRG. If you guys have been enjoying these, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell when these come out. I'm a little bit late this week, but Monday I recorded both my podcasts, the Jungle and Hotline League, so check those out. And Tuesday my computer was blue screening, which we fixed. I had to swap out a SATA cable. So anyway, yeah, you can join the stream. If you like this at the end, like, comment, subscribe. And that said, let's hop into game 1, 100 Thieves versus NRG. Okay. Hey, look, guys, first pick Talia. Who would have thunk? Talia, first pick, not found as a combo.
Like
Critical Ludism. Or Ludism. Thanks for the follow. Also, Burn My Town. Thanks for the follow, too. Love the transition. Thank you. Leche Lorne. Hashtag Leche fandom. Tristana Maokai in response. I think that's fine. I actually really like this core. And I think that overall the starting core here is okay, but we have the Ezreal counter pick. So this Ezreal is technically a flex, and NRG don't really know where it's going. I will say that once I saw the Tristana picked, Ezreal is always an option in the Tristana. This matchup, you outrange and outpressure early on. So I actually really like this pick from Quid. TF taken on 3. 2 counters banned out, whereas bot lane counters are banned out that the Ezreal might be scared of. But honestly, once I saw the Varus taken away, I don't mind Varus into Ezreal. You do get outpoked, but it does prevent the on-hit. Wait, actually, no, fuck that. Varus is really good here. No, I respect Varus ban. It's fine. It's fine. Scratch that. Rel taken, so we have a lot of hard engage, but not can stymie. Renekton is picked into TF. It's not great for Sniper in that matchup in isolation, but you are just a meatball. And then you have a Kai'Sa. And then Smolder picked into all this. I do think Smolder's really playable right now. I don't love Smolder into Renekton, though. You get outranged by Ezreal. And for me, the way that Smolder works is I usually think it's like your front line's HP versus their front line's HP. And going up against Renekton and Nautilus when your front line's like Maokai, Rel, and you have a TF top, it's kind of a 50-50 for me. So in terms of bot lane picks, I honestly, I think Jin's pretty good here, as you can use Jin to just kind of control this and really set up for your Trist Maokai TF to do the DPS. I don't think you need more damage when you're flashing TF plus Tristana. So I would have taken, I think Jin's the best utility left, and I would have taken this if I'm NRG. I think Jinx and the Talia Ezreal Naught's actually kind of hard to play when you don't have a Braum or a Kench. And Smolder has gotten enough small buffs where I actually think Smolder's pretty playable. I'm a fan of Smolder in the Senna, which we've already seen. So I'm not against Smolder at all. Anyway. Yeah, fuck him up, Ayla. Send that bitch back to base. Oh my god, Quid gets a mana flow ban. Alright, so we have PTA for Quid. We have a delayed base for FBI, so it's going to be wait to this bot lane. And we have Talia starting blue buff, whereas Maokai starting wolves, and this clear will be spotted. Ayla pulls the wave to see if Smolder can miss XP, which I think does happen. Show bot wave. Oh, I wish we would see bot wave. I want to see XP after the first wave. If Smolder hits too late, we know why. Yeah, he did. So well played. I like that a lot from Ayla. And they get a pretty solid trade off this. That leads to first blood here in a sec. I think this engage from Hui was like especially bad. Like you just do not win a Smolder early on. And I also really like Kai'Sa in the Smolder. This is what LPL was playing. You just use Kai'Sa to execute Smolder over the top. And when Smolder was really OP, this was LPL's answer. Because, like, you kind of get out of lane as Kai'Sa, which is her weak point. As we're going to see an engage. So Hui has level 3. FBI justing level 3. And being down a level, 100 Thieves still find the 2v2 kill. So, like, again, I think Hui going here. FBI doesn't have 3 yet. And he's not able to actually follow up on the Meech. And the wave's cooked. River's here. And it's just like, I mean, we just take the L. This is really, really bad from Hui. This matchup kind of sucks for Renekton. And the Merc Treads, or Tenacity being removed, also hurts. Now, Renekton wanted to take attack speed in his rune set always, because that's how you stack up more Fury, if you get more autos down, but Tenacity being a little bit harder to find in the rune tree overall definitely hurts Renekton in this matchup. Yep. That's what you want to do is Quid. Your first base as well as Ezreal, like a lot of people sleep on how strong you are as Ezreal pre-first base. Like D-Blade for Ezreal is really good. Hey, thanks Steven Meister, I appreciate that. Hope all is well with you too. Guys, do we think Steven Meister is related to Steven Ader? Where have the times gone, baby? It's so wrong. Way out of bands we made for two. Happy ever after did exist. Dude, this was middle school, man. The middle school heartbreak song, you know? Alright, Grubbies for Talia. I like the Grubbies being denied from the TF Trist. I think that's big. I think it's worth dropping the first Drake for. Props to FBI. I know that Hui died in a weird way, but getting the BF sword first base on Smolder's pretty solid. You know, he's throw Qs at Kaisa and like kind of be okay. You can see Sniper is like even in CS, but he'll start to get outscaled in this matchup as time goes. Poor FBI. FBI just doesn't flash the flick. So he gets not ulted afterwards. It was kind of awkward from Ayla, like he was looking for the angle and then he got it. Ayla plays this very nice though. Because not only does he get this, but he also gets the hook onto Hui, who was trying to body block some SQs, so Hui also dies. That's pretty bad from Hui. Nice. Yeah, I'd be happy to if I was coaching. That was very, very good play from 100 Thieves. FBI needs to flash. Ippy would have too. That said, second grubs. Things get a little bit awkward here. 100 Thieves actually put themselves in the hole. So Sniper kind of TPs in the Narnia here. And Doko has a really good port in, which pushes the entire fight up for NRG. I also really like the... I know the Maokai ult misses, but it does zone very well. Sniper also ease over the wall here, which you could see, but now he's stuck. He has to flash, and then he'd have no E. So it's actually a 4v5 into a 4v4, because they killed Rel first, but now they have nothing left. And Doko pushes up really nicely. So it's kind of a... They kill everyone but the marksman. And then Sniper's in Narnia. It's a good play from NRG. They end up taking 3 grubs. They prevent the 6, and they find a nice fight. I think the contract ult could have been a little bit better, but they also pushed everyone up, and Dokla's port's really good, and with Sniper being in Narnia, this fight was over. So Sniper's TP just, like, straight up, Sniper needs support here. You know? Like, we just need to get the fuck in there, you know? Like, we're Renekton early game. You need to get into a spot where you can press R and E onto people, or flash onto people. So Sniper TPing in the Narnia actually is a really big power point missed out by 100 Thieves. I think that fight for them's fine, just Sniper kind of trollbery got into the fight, and Doko didn't. So Doko ended up winning that fight for NRG. Abel gets caught, and we're going to follow up with a river catch. So, nice from NRG. We're pushing, like, without waves. So, we're doing this without the wave being down, so we can't see anyone showing on waves. So, 100 Thieves don't see anyone. They walk into this. I feel like that's a pretty bad mistake. Then River's no flash, so he dies too. I want you to take me back. Hang on. We aren't calling the lane assignment police here, are we? Ooh, I actually really hate this from NRG. I think NRG needs to put their bot lane mid here. Hang on, what happened? Okay, so we drop Drake. No. Okay, here it is. Palafox needs to go here. Bot needs to go here. Dokkan needs to go down here. Why? Jungle camps. Contracts is clearing out these camps, right? So Dokkan is going to be weak-sided when he goes down here. But we want the Triss to be up here first. And we want the bot lane here so then we can play for these camps for the Maokai. And try and, like, set up into the Rift. By mashing bot lanes, we're just accept that we're late on the play. Whereas Dokkan could have caught this lane. And we could have actually pushed into the top side. Instead, Contracts gets stuck, and then River takes his top side camps. And we don't deny Meech anything either. Also, Palafox could have played more aggressively for this up top against the Talia, whereas Dokkan cannot. So putting Dokkan on the other side of the map would have been much better. So I'm going to lane swap police NRG there. I'm okay with a solo AP Maokai. It's not enough magic damage, but I think the Andres Maokai is fun. This is really good for Ayla. Even if Ayla dies here, it's fine. But by going in here, he just guarantees that Sniper gets a sick angle. Which is what was missing in the first fight. So, I know Ayla survives. Even if he dies, it's sick. He secures his team the fight with that play. And then Quid's able to, like, push up really, really aggressively. Because they won the fight off the engage. Can we Maokai ult and collapse on Sniper? If we collapse on Sniper, I think we lose the fight. I think regardless, this is a losing fight for NRG. I think playing towards Sniper would have been a better route than playing for the fight in a 5v5. This is just, I mean, we're Renekton at this stage of the game. Reynan. Nice escape from contracts, but still a really good pull from 100 Thieves. And again, the top camps die. It's like River's contesting on time with like some of the camps spawning, which I think is quite good. Guys, who does counter Smolder? Let's go. We know the tech. Also, Smolder's pretty delayed on stacks so far this game, which I think is important. Kai'Sa's fed, which is nice, but yeah, also the early Glacial Shroud from Ezreal is quite hilarious. I think it's quite base, though. Because, like, Frozen Heart is really good this game. Could try to cancel that. I don't think it's super worth, but... See, we kind of give NRG the setup, but I don't think NRG can play for it, so... NRG just want to try and stretch map best I can. Doko walking in here is really troll. They know they're sacking this. They want to play for Tristan topside. There's no reason for Doko to walk in. He needs to just wait for that. He also had R up if you like really wanted to check, so... I Smolder got enough buffs, and some of the changes made, like, Smolder didn't like Lethal Tempo. Lethal Tempo was really good against Smolder and really bad on Smolder. I think part of the reason we're seeing a lot of Tristana, a lot of TF, a lot of Varus, like, we don't love Lethal Tempo as those champions, minus the Varus, but you can still go poke variety, right? Smolder's definitely one of those champs. Essence Reaver got buffs. Smolder got small buffs. Like, Smolder's in a better spot than when Smolder was at MSI, and I think that teams are still willing to play with and play around it, and I think that's fine. I really like this E from Sniper. It puts him in the brush, which forces him to walk further up. And then Doko just absolutely bails on his buddy here. It actually leads to a rather good play, though, for NRG. Because they get Meech, who also flashed and died. So I was kind of a fan of this for 100 Thieves. Like, I think this angle's fine. But the Maokai ult really cooks him. I think Ayla is on a different page with the rest of his team. I can't blame Ayla. They're trying to set up on top consistently. And that's where the objective is. So I feel like Ayla's playing towards the right thing. I just think 100 Thieves overcommitted with this TP into walk down. River has Weaver's Wall now. It's a really good engage from Hui off the Nature's Grasp. So props to them for that. But now we get the play of the week. So we push mid and the hit Baron. We get a little bit low. Ezreal's level 14. Oh, another perk about mid Ezreal is that we're getting levels earlier. I like Tristana loves levels, right? Ezreal's W is the last thing you max, and that thing still scales really well. Not to mention that we're like a kind of an AD caster, so levels really benefit Ezreal. Should get more so mid. And Quid's going to absolutely cook their asses here. I mean, I think once the hook lands on a Palafox, it's a little bit cookied. Palafox jumped in to try and take down the Baron. Not the case. A little bit of a comedy of errors here from NRG. But it's a little bit of a chuck. A bit of a chuck. They have nothing to turn with. So what's NRG's option when they win this fight? I mean, they could have just played for mid in the top, fixed their waves, and been chill. And they fight Drake when they have flash off, no sums on Meech. That's kind of weird. And they have Smolder too, so like pushing the pace of the game. I don't think Smolder is like the... You can outrange Smolder. I think the 100 Thieves have an okay draft for that. Like, it's kind of where Ezreal comes in and is a nice perk. But regardless, I think NRG could have played for some guarantees there. Was it 100 Thieves and C9 the only two teams that lose first game and would have lost, but thanks to best of 3 now? No, 100 Thieves 2-0. It would have been C9. But game score matters too. It's part of tiebreakers. So if you look at the standings, it's actually divvied up into 4 still, because there were 0-2s and 2-1s. Or 2-0s and 2-1s. So that does matter for where you're at in the standings. Anyway, that was really big for 100 Thieves. Look at where this Ezreal is right now. Like, we're a full item up, and it's Frozen Heart. I really like that. We have the same offensive stats, but, like, way more defense. The Sniper can... I will say, Sniper dying in this, like, Dragon's up. I think that 100 Thieves should have bailed on him a little bit sooner. Because he cannot move. But they decide to actually answer. And Smolder can't be at the fight, which they do know, because they see Smolder. Meech, I think canceled an auto in there. Yeah, I canceled an auto. Alright, so 100 Thieves take the fight. I probably would have... I mean, they get Baron up. I think I can make a claim, though, to take Drake there. They take turret, though. I just sacked the Croc, and... There wasn't a turret for NRG to take, so you could have just taken the Drake and... got some waves in. Quid TPs with a fucking Bloodthirster. The changes they made to Ezreal and Bloodthirster, by the way, this item is really good on Ezreal. I think Ezreal abused this item really, really well. High key Lucian does too, but no one's going to play the caster Lucian build. Oop. Ailed in Q. He's flashing it out though. Oh my god, Quid-ing over there is kind of crazy. Quid gets to play like such a Chad this game, though. Like, when you're ahead on Ezreal, you do have to play like a Chad, and Quid definitely passed the Chad test. Good engage from Hui. Yeah, that's good. This is good from Hui. He gets 3. They kill Ayla. And they get the shutdown on Ezreal. It's worth. And they get Drake. Yeah, it's well played. Not again. Not like this. High key. If they drop the Drake and just go straight Baron, I think they get it, by the way. They could have sacked this dragon for 100 Thieves. But unfortunately, Ezreal poke is a little extreme. And Palafox Goomba stomped to get out of not hook. Not to mention the Ezreal ult was kind of nice. And Meech is in there, so. Yeah. GG's. Alright. God, who would have thought that NRG versus 100 Thieves would be bloody, guys? Certainly not me. On to game 2. Another fun draft. Okay, so we got Nid first pick. Ew! We cannot first pick this champion. Why? We take things that are guaranteed to kill it. What kind of things like are that, Cubby? Well, this champ rocks against this. I also think Leona just being able to throw her weight around is okay. And I will say that I've been fading Leona a little bit. I think rightfully so. But I really don't like the NRG answer to the bot lane. I unironically think that like you have to take some form of range into this, and it's all gone in the draft. So I actually really like the 100 Thieves Jinx on 3, because Ezreal's already off the table. We're not going Senna Braum. We banned Ashe. We banned Varus and Aphelios. So what AD do you pair with Braum here that's good? Like, who are you taking with Braum that's good? I legitimately do not know. Like, it's unironically another Smolder game where you're outranged. Smolder's one of the better marksmen that pairs up with Braum. But I really don't know what marksman you go here. So I thought 100 Thieves actually gave him a really good stymie in draft. Not to mention that we're going to play Zyra. So ideally, we have plants to eat spears if we're really pog. But the slows and control that you bring for these two marksmen, which you can make no mistakes against, into a Braum that really doesn't have the hard engage, I would pick like Cassante. For me, Cassante is not the answer to this game either. I think that you get a way to play against the Jinx Triss, but also we aren't hard enough engage. Unironically, I think that we do need like a Malphite or a Renekton to just try and blitz them early. You could have went Lucian, yeah. Fauna Life, actually, the new Fauna Life procs Lucian passive. That's a decent shout. On top of this, what lane do we play through with Nidalee? We don't have any hard CC to set up Nidalee in the lane. So this draft from NRG, for me, was a bit of a flub. Whereas 100 Thieves, I thought, had a very nice draft. And I really like Trist and Jinx as a combo. Get double resets, insane DPS, and Trist is so safe, you just cannot make mistakes against this champ. I think this game was very difficult for NRG to win, I agree. Alright, so NRG level 1, they're walking over some wards. I understand wanting to go for a poke comp, but even the poke comp gets broken by Trist in the side lanes. And the first pick Nidalee is just not where it's at for me. So mid getting very volatile. Quid has push. I think Quid also might have gone Absorb Life. I think I'm seeing some Absorb Life abuse going on mid. I'm a fan of that. JoJo's abusing it. River gets to do these from over the wall, which is hilarious. So we have a 301 full clear from River. We did double smite. But we just get to go in, up a level, and jerk Contracts around. Also Quid has push. Contracts play that well to get that camp, honestly. But he's relegated. He loses his Gromp now, too. I mean, Braum is such butt against Zyra, man. Zyra loves to play into Braum. Then we get the path towards Sniper's name, which is rather nice. Like, there's no way to answer the Trist mid either. Like, what pressures the Trist in this game? Everything had Trist pressure mid. Like, what does Corky Nidalee do against Tristana? Okay, so we're going for a pink ward. I mean, this is simply Zyra inanimate damage. Can't fight this. There's no answer elsewhere because NRG wants to contest. This is like the angle where you're trying to dive the Jinx, by the way. This Jinx is heal flash. Imagine if after this sequence, we send the Nidalee and the Braum the bot side and we dive the Jinx and we give the grubs. That's the one play we can make. That Nidalee is fucking dead, by the way, 3v1. There's no cleanse. All we do is tag with Braum. Instead, we flip into the Zyra with the plants and with echoes, and it's doomed. We do not win against Zyra as Nidalee. Alright, we do get River Flash, which is nice. And Quid does lose his flash as well, which is a little bit troll. What's up, Phantom Star? So 100 Thieves losing their mid jungle flash there was actually really troll. But the fact that Jinx did not get dove, I would argue is more troll. That Jinx had to get dove on Grub Timer. Nah, Nid was first picked. Yeah. I mean... I like contracts in Italy, by the way. I just think this, like, this draft, I mean, Italy was first picked, and we took 0 setup for Italy in the entire draft. I think you have to be willing to play Not in Leona. Or Alistar in Leona. No, the Kai'Sa Braum was bad. I will say they picked Jinx on 3 and banned out the good pairings with Braum. So they took away Varus Aphelios. Yes. You have to Not or Alistar into this. And against Zyra, I would much rather have Not. It was Corki Braum on B2, B3. Oh my god. And Leona was showing. So Braum and Leona I get, but also we have no move to impact mid if we're playing Braum and playing against the Tristana. I think it's tough. I think this draft was just like all run. Yes, Nid was first picked with no insta CC. I think Not solves some issues. I also think you can Alistar and it's fine. I do really like Alistar and Leona. Leona has to win early, or else you just get outscaled. And I find Alistar to be more useful than Leona usually. At least in the 5v5 especially. I was down for this, by the way, from Dokla. Like, they know that it's a thing, potentially. I think the Zyra ult, though, is just so good. And it's just why, like, Zyra's so good in this comp with Jinx. Like, once you drop Zyra ult, you're just guaranteed a front to back. We flash to get out of Cassante ult, so can't get displaced too poorly. TPs come in. It's a good angle from Sniper. I think Sniper could have maybe guessed FBI's flash there. I don't think that's like me being picky. I think it was actually very much in the cards. But, I mean, mistakes were made in the Trist Jinx, and now you just lose the fucking game. It's a really well-played fight, too, from 100 Thieves, just like across the board. Jinx plus Trist resets, Pog. GG. Knockups are indeed too valuable. I'd be hyped too, Golden Glue. What does Kai'Sa do? You get outranged by both of their marksmen and hate your life. That's what you do. I think Poppy can be good response to Leona. It's okay. But Leona, like, stat checks you really bad early. And the W versus E interaction is not like, it's not winning for you for a while. Yeah, I think it's to pick Zyra. Like, you have nothing to pick Zyra when you pick Braum. Like, Zyra is actually so base this game into the Braum. There's just no pressure. I really don't think Nidalee was the problem in most of these games. I think we're bullying Nidalee because like Nidalee's a worthless champ and it's easy to bully Nidalee. But like if we're gonna draft Nidalee, let's at least try to like give a draft where Nidalee can win the game. You know. I all these drafts I saw for Nidalee just had no chance to win the game. Like what the like Nidalee is not the problem in this draft. We first picked Nidalee, which is a problem in its own right, but we gave Nidalee absolutely no tools. Yeah, I don't think NRG is happy about this draft. I think that's fair to say. That's like not me trying. That's really not super flaming this. All right, we have the 2v3. Contracts try to get out. Could not get out. Oh no, reset came in. Quid? Oh no, we didn't see it, Quid. I mean, Palafox playing on that wall. Okay, he's got flash. I was about to say, that's even kind of... Oh my god. I'm not watching this. No need. Like, we're just getting fucking rocked here by Jinx. Like, Jinx didn't even play this fight super well, and we still just got fucking rocked by Jinx. I mean, Meech put it... Okay, Meech put it fine. Just like, if Zap hits, then Meech actually gets a reset. Zap was kind of thrown at minions. Oh no! I guess contracts... I mean, this game's hard at this point, but... What's our issue with LCK draft? I personally think LPL has been a fucking shit show to start the season, so... like the only change that happened in this patch that given like based on the champs in this game, it's like Corki, no? Oh my god. Watch Cassante here. By the way, this is Cassante W now. You can still take damage in Cassante W, you just aren't Thanos anymore, which is nice. I don't need to watch the rest of this. GG's. All right, congrats to 100 Thieves on the 2-0. And if you guys like this, feel free to drop a like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll see you for the next VoD review.